All right, another hot one, but at least it's dry. So I am out here at Marsh Creek. This is my favorite skate park in the area that I go to fairly often. I actually prefer Apex, but it's so crowded. And right now, during the COVID times, I don't want to go to a place where I'm around a lot of people. Right now, there's only a couple people here, though, so it should be perfect for me to session. I am on the Adapt Stealth. So these are the last carbon skate that I haven't skated lately. So I skated the Seba CJs. I just got done skating the USD Carbons, and these are the Adapt Stealth. They are a carbon shell. So the internal skeleton is all carbon fiber, and then they have this really nice nubuck on the outside, like a skin, that sucks your foot into the shell, makes this a really stable, responsive skate, and extremely comfortable. So why would anybody skate this skate versus a USD Carbon versus a Seba CJ? Well, that's what I'm trying to find out today. I love these skates. These, as of a month ago, were my favorite skates. If price were no problem, I would recommend the Adapts to anybody who wanted a nice, comfortable, like the best skate they could have. The problem is these are fairly expensive. So we're talking about 400 boot only, maybe about 550 complete if you buy them with the Adapt frames and wheels and stuff. So that's a little prohibitive for most people. The USD Carbons are a little cheaper and the Sebas are a little cheaper. It's a very different skate though. So the biggest change with the USD Carbon and the Seba versus the Adapt Stealth is this cuff. This cuff is a full carbon skeleton. So in the other two skates, the cuff is plastic and the carbon actually stops. Instead of stopping all the way up here, the carbon stops down here. So the cuff bolts onto the carbon. The internal liner goes all the way up, and then there's a plastic cuff that goes around the top. In this case, the carbon goes all the way to the top. That means that these skates are more responsive. There's a more solid feeling to them, but it's also a stiffer skate. So it's more difficult for me to get down low on royale tricks or top sides. I do have them set up with the Fitty Fitty balance frames though. And one of the things that I found when testing these skates a few months ago was the lower profile frame for the low profile groove can really help in getting low on royale tricks. So I tried these with some wish frames. And again, I absolutely love the wish frames. If you didn't see my video from a few weeks ago skating the USD Carbons with the wish frames, absolutely love the wish frames. But they are a taller frame than the balance frame. Trying to get boot down on a taller frame was really difficult for me. I had to squat a lot more. I had to get my feet staggered more. And for me, with old knees, I didn't have that strength. With balance frames, I don't have that problem. I'm able to get boot down. I'm able to push down hard on this sole plate and actually get a nice stable royale. I'm also skating the 65s. So I was testing the 65s last week at the wooden skate park in Chapel Hill on the USD Carbons. Absolutely love that ride. These 65s are a great wheel. Full disclosure, I do own Fitty Fitty, so take it with a grain of salt. But any 65 that you can find will be a nice ride in my opinion. The differences between 65s, 60s, and 58s, for me, the smaller the wheel, the quicker the acceleration, but the faster you're going to decelerate. With these 65s, you're going to hold your speed a lot longer and coast a lot further. It's also going to provide a much smoother ride. So bigger the wheel, smoother the ride. I found that out when I was skating the wish frames with the 72s on the outside. Skating around rough terrain, it was no problem. With 65s, I have a feeling I'm going to get that same feeling. The ground here is really nice, so it's not really a good place to test. But I do appreciate the nice smooth ride that I get with 65s. All right, my 3 goals for today. First of all, I'm on a new pair of skates. So it's get used to the skates, do all the tricks that I normally do. I want to do some airs, I want to do some carving, I want to do some grinds, just to get used to the skates. It's hard switching from skate to skate to skate, and I know that I could progress faster if I stuck with one, but I love testing new products, and just getting used to this skate is going to be a huge goal for today. Assuming that I can get used to the skates, I'm going to try a 540. This month's Blading Community Challenge is the 540 or the 360. I do have the 360. I've been practicing 540s, but I've never landed a 540 on my skates. I don't know what it is. It's a scary trick. There's a lot of spins. I've been watching Josh Acosta's videos explaining how to do a 540 and how to learn a 540. And I've been practicing at home. So I feel like I'm in a pretty good place to land a 540. I don't have a nice, easy obstacle to do it here, though. So we'll see. That's my goal. Again, I do not attain it, but I hope to land a 540 today. And then finally, I'm at the spot where I always try to do my top side. I'm going to try a top horn. I haven't done a top horn in a long time. There is a nice ledge over there that I learned kind grinds on that I can usually top acid. I want to do a topside porn star. I think I can do it. I have confidence, and I love the fact that these adapts have a really wide sole plate, and that with the low profile of the balance frame should make topside tricks a lot easier, but it's been a long time since I've done them. All right, I think I got it. Gonna try to throw the 5. A little more speed, a little more spin. That 3 feels good though. Ah, last foot. Got it. Totally landed that. Let me try one more. Clean it up. Ah. Ah. I'm hiding in the woods because it is so hot and there's no shade here. God, I got so close. I'll count it because I'm 44, 43, 44 in 2 weeks. So I think that's a fair 540 for 43 and 11/12 old. I know that I can clean it up. I'm just so tired. I don't want to spend my whole day trying to do this 540, and I need to take a break. Yeah, Josh, this was great. Great tutorial. If you haven't already, subscribe to Josh and make sure that you watch that 540 vid. There's a lot of good tutorials. 540 is just the one that I'm most interested in right now because, yeah, it really helped me. A lot of practice, and I found that the biggest thing for me was keeping that axis level. The few times that I did land it, I kept my axis level, and I feel like when I'm spinning around flat with my head straight up, I don't fall down and I stay on axis. As soon as I start trying to throw it hard, I go off axis like I don't know, like a bio or something, and that's fine, but it's definitely a more advanced technique. If you're learning 540s, trying to stay on axis is the key. Oh my God, I'm so taut. All right, I'm gonna go try some grinds after I cool off a little bit. Oh my God, it's so hot. I think I can get all of my tricks back, but I can't do them all in the same run. I was trying to get my groove tricks in and just do all of my tricks, but I'm just so tired. Soles are effortless. These sole plates are amazing. Again, I don't know what material they use, but it is effortless. They're They're wide, they're fast, they're smooth. Granted, you know, this ledge is waxed and everything, but I know when sole plates aren't good and they're slow. And I put the same amount of wax on every time. So the fact that I'm having absolutely no problem, you know, with mistrials or whatever here, they're just locking and sliding, and yeah, no problem. Big wide sole plate, nice material, can't go wrong. All right, I'm gonna rest for a few minutes, put the camera in the shade so it doesn't overheat as quickly, and then try some groove tricks. It's too hot. I'm just exhausted just skating. Can't catch my breath. My heart rate is just like boom, boom, boom. Won't slow down. So need to take breaks, but I really want to get this. God, Royales feel so solid. Like you can hear that sound when you lock a solid Royale. It's just, with these skates, it's just boom. Like there's no cuff bolts and no buckles and nothing moving around. Like the whole top part is just Velcro and laces. The bottom part is just bolted in with like, what is it, 4 bolts into the boot. And then the frames, you know, the frames are bolted into the sole plate. Wheels are solid. It feels so good landing those Royales. Here's the thing I noticed though. So I popped out a Royale a lot, and I landed Royale a lot. And I found that with these skates, there's no wiggle room. If I cheat and use like the USD Carbon, and I don't get completely boot down on a Royale to start, like when I land Royale, I'm boot down, I'm fine. If I don't get completely boot down, if I get kind of like, not a front side, but if I get kind of on my H block more than my sole plate, with the USD Carbon, I can squish. Because that cuff is flexy, I can lock and then squish and push down and still save a Royale. With these skates, I can't squish it down. So if I don't land perfectly on the sole plate, I pop into a Royale or a front side. It's tricky. I feel like I'm a good enough skater to get it, but I'm not a good enough skater to get it every time. And I feel like the USD Carbons gave me more wiggle room. So I could not be a perfect skater and not land my tricks perfect, but still land the tricks. If that makes sense, I don't know, I'm a little delusional right now. But I feel good about these skates. I feel like I'm locking good. I'm resting up, and I'm going to try some top acids. All right, I'm just too tired. I don't know how I got that last one out, but I was like, all or nothing. If I don't do it now, I'm done. Thankfully, I did it, but jury's still out on these skates compared to the USD Carbons. I think that me throwing all those 540s took all of the energy out, so I don't think this is a fair test. But I will say that they're extremely comfortable. I don't feel like I had any problems locking tricks, and I think they're very comparable to the USD Carbons, if not more solid, and maybe even better feeling. Feels like, yeah, it feels like my foot is a lot more secure in there, even though this doesn't have a 45-degree strap, which I do have a 45-degree strap for this. I just need to find it. So blading community, this is like your last weekend. I got my 540, even though it's pretty crap, but that's what blading community is all about. Give it your best shot. Back to blading.com/community to learn more and to upload your clip. The Helmet Initiative. I forgot last week because I was so tired, but I reminded myself. HelmetInitiative.org has been donating helmets to us. I'd love to give them away. So if you need a helmet, please leave a comment in this video saying that you want a helmet. This applies to people who don't have a helmet and want a helmet. I'm not looking for people who have had injuries and, oh, I wish I had a helmet. It's too late now, though, I'm dead. That doesn't help. Like, if you're dead, don't leave a comment. But it could happen. Could happen. Wear a helmet so that you don't die. Had a friend who had a helmet-saving injury last night, who was just an amazing skater who just hit a patch of mud coming up on a transition and camera overheated. So he's okay, but he had a helmet on and it saved him. Be like him. Wear a helmet, save yourself. Leave a comment if you need one. I'm giving away 2 at random. Back to blading. I don't know. I don't even know the URL. I can't think straight. Hope everybody is staying warm. Hope everyone's staying warm. Hope everyone's staying safe and socially distancing. We got to kill this thing. Wear a mask if you need to. Stay away from everybody else. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week.